You have applied for permanent residence under peer-to-peer public policy, and finally you got that approval email with the portal request. However, when you received that portal request, you were not inside Canada. So usually in such a case, you would respond to the portal request stating that you are not inside Canada and providing them your expected date of return. IRCC would just ask you to come back and let them know about your return, and they will resume the PR process. However, lately we have been seeing some other cases where IRCC is asking applicants to apply for a PR visa. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about peer-to-peer public policy approval and being outside Canada when you receive that portal email, the new changes or the new letters that are being issued and how to deal with them. We regularly post immigration updates, so follow, subscribe, like. If you would like to talk about your particular immigration case, you can always reach out to us 226-774-9168 or info@effizient.ca, or you can always book an appointment to discuss one-on-one with me. All the links and the information is in the description of the video. So if your PR under peer-to-peer is approved once you're outside Canada, previously in the usual scenario, applicants would just inform IRCC that they are currently not inside Canada, and then IRCC would just tell them to return to Canada and let them know, and they would resume the permanent residence confirmation process. However, lately some applicants have been issued this letter you can see on the screen, which states that it quotes a public policy and says that you can apply for PR visa within the 60 days of this letter, and then you will receive a PR visa stamp on your passport, using which you can then return to Canada. Now, first off, there's nothing scary in this letter, so don't be scared when you receive this letter. The public policy that this letter refers to, let's talk about that. If you remember, there was a condition under the eligibility requirements of peer-to-peer pathway that stated that the applicants need to be inside Canada when the application is applied and when the application is approved. However, knowingly and understandably, it's obvious, because IRCC has been taking so long to process these applications, no one can halt their life and continue to stay in the country, especially if they have emergencies or if they have business or if they have work outside Canada, etc., etc. And understandably, IRCC has laxed that policy. So as a part to counter that policy regarding being present in Canada when the application is approved, IRCC launched this public policy, which you can see on the screen, that essentially counters that particular requirement. Under this public policy, IRCC instructs the officers to let the applicants who are outside Canada at the time their PR application is approved. So essentially, when you receive the portal request, you respond to IRCC about your presence outside Canada, and then under this public policy, the officers could issue that letter stating that well, you are outside Canada. However, as per the policy, as per the peer-to-peer policy eligibility requirements, you need to be inside Canada when the application is approved. However, under a public policy issued by the minister, you can apply for PR visa within the 60 days, and then you're going to receive your permanent residence through this pathway. So essentially, if you read through this policy, all it boils down to is that you have the option of applying for PR visa if you're outside Canada when your application is approved. Using that PR visa, you will travel to Canada, and at the port of entry, you will receive your confirmation of permanent residence, and you will enter Canada as a permanent resident. So if you get that portal email, you respond about being outside Canada, and you receive this letter from the officer, don't panic. No need to stress out. It's just normal process. You just need to respond if you want to be considered. You just respond that you want to apply for that PR visa. You get that PR visa, and you can travel back to Canada as a permanent resident. Don't worry, your application is not refused. It's not that all your hard work and effort has gone to waste. This is just normal procedure. It might look a little scary, but there's nothing to be worried about. Some of the applicants have asked this question that Well, they have received this letter. However, they do have a valid TRV to come back to Canada. Now, should they apply for that PR visa, or should they respond applying for that PR visa, or should they just take a flight, come back to Canada, and then inform IRCC they're inside Canada? Although we have not had any case like this yet, so there is no precedence that can be set. However, it's our understanding that you have a TRV, you can fly back to Canada and inform IRCC about your presence in Canada, and they should resume the normal process. You can also respond to the officer asking for a PR visa and then fly back to Canada. And what will happen is either IRCC will resume your PR process inside Canada as inside Canada applicant, or they would still issue you a PR visa and you can obtain that PR visa stamp and cross the border, either a land border, or go out of the country and fly back in and land as a permanent resident. Again, there's no precedent for this. However, as per our understanding, this should do the trick. So that's it, guys. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this relieves the anxiety if you're one of those lucky people who received the portal email, followed by that you received this letter from the officer. Don't worry, don't panic, and good luck to you. Good luck with your process. Again, subscribe to the channel or follow the account for continuous updates. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.